Tyler, you're getting an early taste of NBA 2K23. What do you think of the game thus far?
I'm just happy to be able to play the game. It's a dope experience, so happy to be here.
The first time we talked to you was in 2019. You were just drafted. You were in the game for the first time. How has your life changed since then?
Actually, I'm better on the game now. I'm better in real life. I'm better on the game.
Okay,
so,
better in all aspects.
Exactly, for sure. I got a daughter now, so things are...
For the land of the free.
It's an exciting Sunday night edition of DA. It's
good evening to you.
I love his personality. That was a great story, Dave. Thank you. The starters for the Utah Jazz. Conley is the point with Mitchell as the two guard. Bogdanovich out there with Gobert, and it's O'Neal in at the three, the small forward. And for Oklahoma City, Shorty out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. Then there's Favors, and it's Hayward, and it's Pokusevski in at the power forward position. And late in the season, we see playoff teams, Greg, resting their star players. Any excuse for lottery teams doing the same thing?
Not as far as the league is concerned. If they're healthy, what's the goal? Throwing away games is not acceptable.
Now here is Conley, one of the dependable scorers on the team. He's averaging close to 17 points a game. O'Neal passes to Mitchell. Conley scanning the floor. Over Hayward. That one, no good. And Oklahoma City will go with it the other way. Their last meeting was in this building where they were able to come out on top.
Yeah, they got into a terrific flow offensively, but a lot of that was because the defense they were facing was mediocre.
Yeah, it seemed like they got every shot they wanted. I'm sure they wish every game could be that way.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Now, here's Mitchell. He had a 33-point outing in their last game against New Orleans.
Acrobatic move by Donovan Mitchell, lifting off the floor for a slam.
Here's Shorty. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Just good aggressive drive from him that time. Found a hole in the D and went straight to the rim.
Conley, the pass to Bogdanovich. Back to Conley. In the corner, O'Neal with it. And Bogdanovich gets to Conley. 6 on the shot clock. Near the three-point line, it's Mitchell. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
Easy chance from mid-range. Wouldn't be surprised to see them run that play again.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Now here's Conley. His last outing, we saw him pour in 22. Shoots over Gilgeous-Alexander. Conley's shot is off.
It's a shot you would think he would make, but he just doesn't make it all the time.
And you look at Mike Conley's game, just a steady floor general and deadly accurate as a shooter.
And, Greg, I'm not sure he gets enough credit for how he competes on the defensive side. At 6'1", he's given up size on a nightly basis, but he won't let you pick on him. He gets after you.
And the shot goes in from Rudy Gobert.
That's a signature move by Gobert. The length allows him to do what others can't.
And it doesn't even matter that he's surrounded on that possession. He's got the size to pull those boards down anyway.
Here's Bogdanovich. It's deflected. Here's Hayward. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Jazz trail by 8. Mitchell looking it over. No one near Conley as he lets it go. Knocks down the 3 ball.
So often the catalyst. This time, Conley is on the finishing end off the catch.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder. And one thing about Donovan Mitchell, Steve, he is always learning, always. Here's Shorty over by Conley. Shorty the pass to Giddey. Oklahoma City moving it around. Here's Shorty, and it's Shorty with the foul. That's his first foul.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
I'm glad we got to see the mobile one block once more. What a play.
And in a close game, blocks like that are so clutch, and that could be a real difference maker here tonight.
The Jazz making a switch here. Benson's checked in, taking a look at the Jazz. They've got Gobert. Conley out there with Butler. Then it's O'Neal. And it's Benson in at the four-man position. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin. Well, Shorty in his last game out against the Timberwolves was outstanding. He scored 22 points, and he did a good job to dish out a few assists to his teammates as well. And when you think of that game, he comes to mind. Specifically, how impressive his energy level was. Kevin, you know he'd love to repeat that performance.
Thank you, D.A. Win or lose, Greg, it's amazing the impact he can have on the game.
Yeah, in that last one, he was making plays all over the court. No one could match up with him.
Yes, he was. In attack mode all night. Once he gets into a rhythm, he's very difficult to slow down.
Favors passes to Shorty. The Thunder with another miss. Jazz leading by 5. Butler deciding where to go with it. Shoots over Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Butler missing.
And I'm sure next time he sits down, coach is going to have a few choice words for him with that shot selection.
And you know what? He knows it. You have to try to play within the system or you're going to come away with empty possessions.
Gobert. And the rejection by Favors.
The 7'4" arm span of Favors paying big dividends when it comes to rim protection.
Greg, you know, you think back to when Gilgeous-Alexander came to the Thunder, came over in that Paul George trade. He exploded after that deal.
When most of the focus on the picks the Thunder got, but Gilgeous-Alexander has been the biggest return by far. Exploded once he arrived with the Thunder.
Outside Conley. Pass to Pinson. Back to Conley. 5 on the clock. Over Hayward. The shot is good. It's his second bucket in 5 tries.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Shorty. Hayward outside. And the pass to Shorty. Back to Hayward. To the paint. And with that shot, the Jazz lead is cut down to 3 on the bucket from Favors.
Man, that's a big dude. But Derek Favors shrugging off contact and helping his team.
And a first time out of the game called for Utah. Defeated by the Pelicans in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
And defensively in that one, they needed to come up with big stops to quiet that crowd. And that's obviously easier said than done.
Yes, the other team is feeding off that enthusiasm. You have to try and match that energy.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Daniel Tice is checked in for Favors. Paisley comes in for Pokuševski. And it's Dort in for Gordon Hayward. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Dort. Here's Shorty. Takes the 13-footer. Down low. Here's Paisley. Gobert with the block.
What a block by Gobert. You expect that from a player who has led the league in blocks. You just love how reliable he is night in and night out. His offense is there.
Passes it to Shorty. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Shorty. Fires for 3. And so the ball out of bounds. Gobert touched it last. And so it's Utah holding on to an 8. And if you're just joining us in this one, First half is in the books. 1 half to go. You gotta like what Eric Paschal has done in this game so far.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. So for Oklahoma City right now, we've got Hayward, Shorty out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. Then there's Favors, and it's Pa Krusevsky in at the 4 slot. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Rudy Gobert may get overlooked, but his coach understands what he means to the Utah Jazz. Quinn Snyder says, his presence on the floor gives us a chance. He's our most important player as far as how he anchors our team. He's the foundation. And Kevin, the way they win games, that's saying something.
He is a Defensive Player of the Year multiple times. Phenomenal player. Thanks, D.A. And Smitty, I'm going to ask you to put your GM hat on here for a second. When you think of undervalued player types, what comes to mind?
For me, Kevin, defenders who are also great decision makers offensively. Everyone knows you need shooting, but you add in a player that can defend and pass, that's how you build an elite team.
Here's Bogdanovich, and Bogdanovich throws it down.
Finding a man wide open, Mike Conley does an exceptional job of leading this team.
Hayward on the wing. Now the pass to Shorty. Clock at 6. Greg, last season, we saw a lot of opinions about the play-in tournament, especially from players. Where did you fall on that thinking?
Well, I'm going to put on my fan hat right now, Kevin, and I thought it was exciting. I mean, seeing the stakes get raised for those teams that are right on the edge, I think it brings more interest for teams. But if I was still playing, I probably wouldn't like it if I had locked up the playoffs and still had to go play to earn a berth.
He's given a great lift to this offense tonight. Very, very efficient.
Here's Shorty, defended by Gobert. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. For Oklahoma City, they have split their free throws right down the middle so far. They're 2 for 2. The Jazz making a switch here. Vincent's checked in. Here's Mitchell. 9 points in the game so far. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And they call him Spider because of that long wingspan. 6'10" at present, but standing 6'1". Mitchell needs that to compete defensively at that shooting guard position.
Free throw drops for Mitchell. And we know what Mitchell can do offensively. But, Greg, how do you evaluate his defensive game?
And, Kevin, without question, there's room for improvement. I'd say he's probably below average, but he has the tools that if he tightens up that part of his game.
Jordan is checked in for the Thunder. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Out to the right wing. Muscala, a pass to Shorty. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. So on the floor for Utah, we've got Conley. Mitchell is out there with Eric Paschal. And it's Rudy Gobert, and it's Holiday in at the shooting guard position. Here's Shorty. No good. So Utah will take it the other way. From the baseline, the Jazz with another miss. Thunder trailing by 13. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Now here's Conley, the fast break opportunity. And Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. And Holiday kicks to Mitchell. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got 3 assists tonight. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for the Jazz?
They've been playing such pesky defense. It's been very impressive, especially all the turnovers they've caused.
Yeah, and another thing, they've created a lot of turnovers, but they've also been able to convert when they've gotten down in transition.
Just 4 to shoot. Pakusevsky, the pass to Shorty. The Thunder with another miss.
At some point, when you recognize someone's this out of rhythm, you have to shift to something else.
Hayward against Mitchell. Back to Pascal. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And what you love about Pascal, he goes right at defenders in the paint.
You know, GA, Eric is a bit undersized, but plays without fear. His height is just a number to him.
Looking at who's out there now for the Jazz. Bogdanovich is checked in for Aaron Holiday. And O'Neal's subbed in for Mike Conley. Here's Shorty. The Thunder with another miss. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for Utah. There's a minute 47 left in the game. Here's Pakusevsky. Shorty, the pass to Pakusevsky. Here's Shorty. Dishes it to Hayward. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And they'll get another chance. The shot will not fall. Good D by Mitchell.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for Utah.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And so checking out their record tonight, that'll mark win number 32 overall.
And they've put themselves into the driver's seat in regards to the season series with this team. Tonight's win will give them a 2-1 edge with only 1 left to play. And beyond the actual result of this game, fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance
for Donovan Mitchell.
Hard not to be impressed by what he did tonight. He was aggressive, he was efficient, and the defense had no answer.
And here comes Hayward, leading the fast break over Pascal. The shot's good from Gordon Hayward.
Working over that in-between area, Gordon Hayward with the size and skills to get it done.
Well, for the Jazz, they can just run out the clock. Pascal finds Mitchell. Gobert with it. Back to Pascal. And so it's Utah easily grabbing the win. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that about wraps it up. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you.
For those of you who joined us for our inaugural 2KTV Tuesday event, thank you for helping us make it a huge success. We were there competing and checking out all the action, and you all rocked it. but there was one that stood out above the rest. The 2K TV Tuesday MVP goes to XX Stowski, who won 98 games during our event.
A colorful depiction of Skydance Bridge in the Big Friendly. We're here at OKC. Welcome, sports fans. Thank you for joining us. Allie, take it away.
Hey, Brian.
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Makes a good point. Let's check out Milwaukee's starting lineup. The foundation of this team, Middleton and Giannis, the 3 and the 4. Grayson Allen is out there with Drew Holiday. And it's Portis in at the 5 spot. And for Oklahoma City, Alexei Pokusevski is out there with Derek Favors. Then it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Then there's Gordon Hayward. And it's Shorty in at the 2. And we're watching 2 highly disciplined defenses. Grant, when you look at the teams that aren't in that category, where do they usually fall short?
Well, BA, I call it the 3 C's. Commitment, comprehension, and communication. All 3 are needed to defend at the highest level. Now, if you're missing one, it degrades the others. High percentage look right off the bat.
Hayward outside. Here's Shorty. Allen defending. Pass to Shorty. To the inside. And stolen by Antetokounmpo. Oh, and a fast break for the Bucks. Here's the 3. He can't get it to go. And Oklahoma City will go the other way with it. They've traveled to Milwaukee last time they faced the Bucks and came away with the win.
They came away with an easy win last time, due in large part to their work on the glass.
I think there was no question they brought a level of physicality along with a tremendous work ethic, and it was why they were successful.
And it's Allen who slams it home.
With 2 hands on the rock, he powers it through.
Totally in control, protecting the ball the whole way. Allen's gone 2 of 3 from the floor. And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. And Shorty gets it to go.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Now here's Holiday. 14 points for him last game against Phoenix. To the left side wing. 5 to shoot. Antetokounmpo, the pass to Allen. And it's Allen who slams it home.
Smart play by Giannis. Moving the ball with a purpose leads to a great look. And a huge sigh of relief for Bucks fans last year. Giannis signing a monster contract extension. He'll continue to be the franchise for years to come.
Here's Shorty. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Utah. And he makes it on the layup. He's got 6.
Well, you love the unselfishness of Gordon Hayward in that instance. You think of him as a scorer, but he's a terrific setup guy as well.
And you know, Grant, many wondered if Giannis would test free agency. Ultimately, avoided all that drama.
Yeah, I mean, he wanted to stay and build a winner with the Bucks. And you know what? He did just that, bringing home the NBA championship. What a reward for the fans in the city of Milwaukee, and just tremendous character from Giannis.
And it's the Thunder with the ball, following the score by Milwaukee. Back to Favors. He's off on that one. Oh, great D that time from Portis. Pass to Allen. Now Middleton, guarded by Hayward. Now here's Antetokounmpo. Not a lot of room. Here's Portis. And then Portis with the dunk.
Making the most of the second chance opportunity.
Hey, the hustle is real, and the hustle is rewarded. And the Thunder call time here. Defeated by Utah in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
It was, frankly, embarrassing.
Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Bucks.
I'll say one thing. They've cashed in on a lot of second-chance opportunities here in the first half.
Yeah, and I think the other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've gotten off turnovers.
Allen, he's checked in for Jackson. We've got Lugan Stort. Daniel Tice is out there with Alexei Pokashevsky. And it's Shorty in at point guard. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder.
Thanks, guys. Well, Shorty, in their last time out against the Jazz, played some quality basketball. He had 12 points in addition to scoring strong on the glass with 5 rebounds, too. And when you talk about that game, he was just everywhere. Huge for his team. Back to you.
That's good stuff, Allie. He really made his presence felt in that one, doing some heavy lifting.
And I think he'll try and repeat that performance tonight.
Well, I think they're going to need it. This team looks completely different when he's raised his game.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. For the Thunder, Favors comes in for Tice, and it's Hayward in for Dort. The Bucks also with a sub. Holiday is checked in. Count it.
Well, Gordon Hayward showing he can score from just about anywhere, but he's especially dangerous close in.
And Holiday, here we go. And Holiday powers it home.
Woo! When you finish like that, you deserve to brag.
Impressive, no question.
How about that from your point guard, gentlemen? Playing big at the rim. Okay.
Down low. Here's Favors. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup. Favors got his first bucket in this one.
Well, we know this. Derek Favors is terrific, rolling hard after setting the pick. This guy is a terrific screen and roll player.
Pass to Middleton. Lets the three fly. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Picked his pocket. There's a minute 47 left in the first half. And the basket is good. A minute 39 left in the first half.
Boy, Serge Ibaka has had a lot of roles over the course of what is now a long NBA career. Certainly, he is a guy who can still pick his spots and be very effective.
Out left to the wing. Shorty. Off target from three-point range.
Well, this has not been a quarter to remember for this guy. He looks completely flustered.
And with Ibaka at his age, as you said, he knows when to pick his spots.
And that's what you come to expect from veterans, right? You can't go all out all the time. Ibaka and others know how to dial it up when it's necessary.
With the explosive leaping ability, he's able to play center despite being undersized.
Oklahoma City trailing. Pass to Hayward. Here's Shorty. He's covered by Holiday. Back to Hayward. From deep. Great start so far. 3 of 3 in this one.
Well, Gordon Hayward's so good in the catch-and-shoot situations.
And here's Allen. Here's Holiday. A steady force on their offense. Recording around 14.5 a game. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Ibaka. Fades back. Yep, count it. Ibaka's got 6.
Well, that's the veteran poise of Ibaka on display. Doesn't let the shot clock affect his judgment.
Tries yet again. Favors, misses.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
Just 4 seconds left in the half. Antetokounmpo for 3. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been... And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. It's been a clinic out there by Giannis Antetokounmpo.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
On the floor for Milwaukee, Giannis and Portis are in the middle. Drew Holiday out there with Grayson Allen, and it's Middleton in at the 3. And there's a 10-second limit on free throw routines, but we see some players ask for time before they get the ball. Brad, do you think that should count as part of their time?
You know, B.A., I don't see why not. I mean, it's about keeping the game moving. So asking the ref to hold the ball longer, not exactly compatible.
It's good. Give him 8 points now.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Milwaukee in the lead. Outside Holiday. Inside. Here's Allen. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
And the Thunder making a change here. Tice is checked in. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and he banks in the layup.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Lays it up and banks it in. Antetokounmpo's got 14 points.
Well, this guy has been efficient and effective all night. That IQ has been on display.
Pass to Hayward. Six to shoot. Here's Shorty. Antetokounmpo grabs the board.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, B.A. Chris Middleton, a multiple All-Star, yet always seems like he flies under the radar. Coach Bud said with how steady and subtle his game is, both defensively and offensively, he's a heck of a player that sometimes I think is underappreciated.
12 seconds left in the third. Antetokounmpo, left side, lets it go from 14.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
And so it's Milwaukee up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. And it's mostly due to their... And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Woo, I'm fired up to see this dish one more time. It's always great to see your two guards share the wealth.
You love the unselfishness, finding the best look, and it doesn't matter who's taking it.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store. Derek Favors out there with Alexei Pokashevsky. Then there's Gordon Hayward, and it's Giddey in at the 2-guard position. That's the lineup for Oklahoma City. Pass to Holiday. To the paint. And Middleton gets it to go on the assist by Holiday. And the Bucks lead by 10.
And Holiday takes this responsibility seriously. When someone is open on his squad, he gets it to them.
Right side, Hill. Antetokounmpo, the pass to Hill. And the 3 off target. Hill's gone 1 for 3 on the night. Favors shot is good.
Boy, Favors has been efficient in the paint throughout his career. This guy is so crafty at getting excellent position.
Middleton up top. Favors covering. Middleton, no good. And the Thunder shooting around 51%. That's a good number. Shorty, soft touch off the glass.
This is when your interior D has to be on high alert.
For Milwaukee, they've gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Oh, there's the alley. Pushing it up the floor. Here comes Oklahoma City. Hayward's shot is off. Fantastic ball movement for them tonight.
Things are definitely working offensively. A balanced attack is just so much harder to defend.
Well, the quickness that George Hill has, the burst, especially when he's slashing through the defense.
And Chris Middleton gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game. Portis, he's checked in for Hill. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Pass to Pokusevski. Here's Giddey. Here's Shorty. Oh, trying his luck from deep. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Here's Holiday. Nice D from Hayward.
Boy, that's the kind of look this offense is designed to create. That's just a tough miss.
And Pokusevski gets it to go.
You can feel the temperature rising in this arena. Both teams pouring it on offensively.
There's been a bit of a flurry here late, and this game may come down to which side gets a stop or two.
Gilgeous-Alexander's checked in for Oklahoma City. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Middleton finds Antetokounmpo. Allen inside. Up again. Controls the rebound and the putback. And the Bucks lead by 8.
Now that takes a skillful touch.
Yeah, excellent control to just ease the ball back up and in.
What a pretty pass from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He's capable as a scorer, but finds his teammate there.
For Milwaukee, they've gotten 3 of 7 attempts in this fourth quarter to fall. Here's Holiday. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It's going to go on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Good on the first. And that makes it a 7-point lead. And so he drops them both. And it's an 8-point ball game. The Thunder have gone 4 of 7 from the field in the fourth quarter. Pass to Shorty. Here's Pokusevski. Antetokounmpo covering. And that one drops.
Unselfishness can be infectious. Terrific teamwork.
The Bucks shooting about 43% since the fourth quarter began. Antetokounmpo outside. And here's Middleton, guarded by Hayward. Middleton, no good. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 5 of 8 from the field so far in the fourth. Pass to Shorty. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's on Drew Holiday. He hits the first one, and that brings him within 5. And so he makes both from the line.
And those were big shots. At this point in the game, you can't afford to leave any points at the line.
1:15 left in the fourth quarter. The Bucks shooting an efficient 57% tonight. Here's Antetokounmpo. Here's Portis. Second chance effort. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Left side, Gilgeous-Alexander. It falls! And he's brought them within 2 points now.
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
To me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Money!
And he is just showing off right now. I mean, he's giving you leadership. Giannis just takes pride in stepping up and hitting those big shots.
Here's Shorty, defended by Portis. And he buries it.
Had to alter his release at the last possible moment and somehow still gets it to go.
And Milwaukee has possession. They've led by as much as 10. Pass to Antetokounmpo. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. For 3, Allen. It's hauled in by Hayward.
And this is so critical. They now have to score every trip up the floor.
I'll tell you, they'd better come up with some points on every possession from now on.
To tie it up. Oh, wow! A huge basket to tie the game.
And that finally gets them back to even.
Incredible fortitude to bounce back like this. I think we're setting up for an awesome finish.
Timeout called. Milwaukee. Let's take a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And you have to give him credit. I mean, his shooting is really what put them over the top. I mean, his percentage from the field was just rock solid. I mean, just reliable, consistent, steady. Man, he gave them a safety net on every possession out there.
Time expires. We're going to overtime. And we'll be back right after this. Glad to have you with us as we get going in overtime. Neither team giving an inch in this game. So the Bucks. Ibaka, he's checked in for the Bucks. Carter comes in for Drew Holiday. Here's Shorty. Alexei Pokusevski is out there with Gordon Hayward. Then it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Then there's Derek Favors. And it's Shorty in at the 1. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Antetokounmpo. Here's Shorty. He takes it in. And he makes it. 20 points for him.
And despite the size mismatch, getting a little aggressive down there in the paint.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does.
And he lobs it up top. Trying to go for a lob there. Excellent defense and anticipation to stop it. And he gets that one.
Well, Gordon Hayward, not just a jump shooter. This guy will get to the cup.
And the Bucks call time here. They lead by 7. 1:21 left in overtime. Holiday against Gilgeous-Alexander. Antetokounmpo outside. Driving to the basket, and Antetokounmpo with the stuff.
The offensive arsenal of Giannis continuing to expand over time. This guy is a wrecking ball.
Pass to Shorty, puts up a 3. The shot that time not on target. I think a bucket here, Grant, would end this game.
Absolutely. That would put a bow on this one.
Holiday against Gilgeous-Alexander. Allen can't get it to go. So it's the Thunder now. 9-point game. Here's Shorty. Oh, he tries a 3. Here's Favors. An easy 2 on the layup.
Well, that's the size of Derek Favors, allowing him to snag these boards. This guy, you've got to keep him off the offensive glass.
5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. And it's Allen who slams it home.
Oh, that was nasty. A two-hand mega slam.
Man, I don't think anyone was going to stop him there.
They've been a different squad here in overtime. I'm just not seeing the same energy level.
Antetokounmpo outside. And so it's Milwaukee with the W. It was touch and go there for a while, but in overtime, they caught a second win.
They really did, and it was wild. Everything it took just to get to the extra period, and then their surge at the end. Whew.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, and all of our crew, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching this 2K Sports presentation of the NBA. We'll see you next time.
It's your boy Dan Rue. Many of you guys know me from doing dances throughout the few years. They put my jump shot in the game like 2 years ago, so everybody did my jump shot because it's wet. Don't be jealous. Is your jump shot in the game?
No.
Exactly.
Professor, what do
Traffic heading in and out of downtown Minneapolis, Minnesota. The setting for our broadcast tonight. Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge joins us from the sideline. Hey, Dave.
Kevin, thank you. Gordon Hayward is a versatile offensive player, but he said, for me, being aggressive is playing downhill.
David, he is the total package. Should be a very tactical game tonight. Both teams, Greg, relying on execution in the half court.
Yeah, and that requires ball movement, player movement. You can't just stand around and watch one guy go to work.
So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. We've got Gilgeous-Alexander. He's out there with Shorty. Hayward out there with Favors. And it's Pokusevski in at the 4. And for Minnesota, Edwards is out there with Prince. Then there's Towns. And it's Noel in at the 2-guard spot. Here's McLaughlin. Outside Edwards. On the rebound goes to the Thunder. Their last encounter was in Oklahoma City.
Live by the 3, die by the 3. If you're perimeter dependent, you don't really know game to game how it's going to go.
And, you know, I think the lack of success from the perimeter really did them in. They just couldn't get it going from there.
That one finds the mark. On target from Shorty.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now here's Towns. Coming in off a 41-point performance last game out. Here's Noel. Passes to Edwards. Just 5 to shoot. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time. And Anthony Edwards, the top pick of 2020. Not the most polished player early on, but his ceiling is through the roof.
Now Edwards. After the missed 3 from Short.
Boy, how about the strength of Edwards? Confident at taking on defenders and finishing.
Thunder have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Short. Takes it from 10. Again, the Thunder score. So many top picks come in ready to play, Greg. Edwards a part of a class that needed more time, though.
Yeah, the talent is clearly there. And don't forget the pandemic cutting the college careers of many of the 2020 draftees short. Edwards, though, has all the tools to be an incredible wing player.
Here is Edwards after the made shot from Short. Pass to Noel. Gets a very good look and converts.
Towns showing you his unselfishness there, willing to give up the rock if his teammate has something a little better.
Here's Shorty. Beyond the arc. The shot missing. So Minnesota will take it the other way. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Blazers.
And in terms of intensity, they kind of took the night off. Looked like they were just going through the motions.
Yeah, you know, to me, I agree. They just never looked engaged, which is surprising considering how close the game ended up being.
And that'll be Oklahoma City's ball as it goes out of bounds. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Vanderbilt's checked in for Prince. Malik Beasley comes in for Noel. And it's Patrick Beverly in for Jordan McLaughlin. Aston Muscala. Here's Shorty. There's the drive. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Kicks it out to Beasley. The pass to Vanderbilt. To the inside. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Beasley just outworked the defense there. I mean, was able to get into his shot and get it done inside.
We've got 1:13 left in the first. Out of bounds, Minnesota takes possession. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Reed's checked in. Towns is out there with Taurean Prince. Then it's Malik Beasley. And it's McLaughlin in at the point. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Here's McLaughlin. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game.
It does not get much easier than that, but somehow he came up empty there.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, Shorty in his last game out against the Bucks was tremendous. He finished with 20 points and seemed to pick apart the defense all night with a ton of assists. A terrific all-around game for him. He really put an effort to fill it up out there and make a difference for his team. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
Yeah, you know, every night's different. They may try to double him. It might force him to adjust or force him to make plays with the pass instead. We'll see.
The shot's good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
Knocked away. Takes it inside. Good, nice play there from Shorty. Shorty's got 10 points. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Beasley outside. Pass to Noel. From deep. And Derek Favors pulls it down.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
So it's the Timberwolves now after the missed three from Short. Noel passes to Prince. Launches a three. Good. That one on target from Noel. Noel's got 6 in the quarter.
Defensively, there was a lack of aggressiveness, and it really made it easy for him to knock that shot down.
Hayward outside. Inside. Here's Shorty. That one's not going to go. And Minnesota will come the other way.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
46 seconds left in the first half of the game. Here's Beasley. Yep, that one goes in there. And it's a 4-point Timberwolves lead.
I like the play call. Very solid, making perfect use of the pick to get a great look.
Right side, Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Shorty. Tries a three. The Thunder with another miss.
He's lost it in this quarter, no doubt about it. Nothing seems to be going for him.
Noel passes to McLaughlin. Pass to Towns. From 15 feet away, and the jumper is good. Towns has got his first bucket in this one.
You know, when you got the touch and length that Towns has, you're able to knock these shots down over pretty decent defense.
And the first half is now in the books. Timberwolves lead by 6. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half, absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. Taking a look at the Thunder, we got Hayward, Shorty out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. Then there's Favors, and it's Kusevsky in at the power forward. So it's Minnesota now. After the miss from Shorty to the middle, and competition is at the root of all sports. Certainly sometimes, you know, things get chippy. And as a player, Greg, how do you handle that aspect when emotions and physicality get going?
Kevin, you're always taught to control your emotions, but easier said than done. And in reality, sometimes you have to man up. You have to let it be known that you're not going to accept things. And at the same time, you got to be smart. So the goal is to beat the other team, not literally.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Coming into last season, the Thunder had posted a winning record every year for more than a decade. But when they decided to rebuild, they went all in and promoted their G League coach, Mark Daigneault, to head coach. He said adversity tests the connection of the team, tests everything, and shows you who you are. Guys?
Good way to start. Thanks, D.A. The pass to Shorty. The Thunder with another miss.
Far from an ideal start here. I mean, this half just 1 for 4 so far.
That bucket in no time at all. Noel's got the lead up to 11 now for Minnesota. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Next up on the schedule, the Grizzlies. That'll be a home game. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. Here's Shorty. He's got 12. And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. The Thunder with another miss.
And this is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
Edwards, that's good.
Well, the defense trying to throw Edwards off with some contact, but he smartly stays focused on his shot.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder. Well, Greg, for those of us who have never played in the league, what's it like traveling all over the country over the course of a long... Minnesota leading by 18. Naz Reid out there with Towns. Then there's Edwards. Then it's Taurean Prince. And it's McLaughlin in at the point. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, G.A. He really does put pressure on him.
And, you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Patrick Beverly, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Gilgeous-Alexander's checked in for Oklahoma City. Passes it to Shorty. Shoots it. And that one off the back of the rim and in. 16 points for Shorty.
And this is Gilgeous-Alexander's responsibility to find his guys when they're open.
Inside, Beverly, Towns trying to get open, and it's Beverly missing. Thunder trailing by 17. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Shorty. Outside Favors. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Shorty. The 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Shorty's got 7 now in this quarter.
And as they're trailing in this game, they're trying to stay in it with the triple. Just shooting a lot more of them than they did in the first half.
Offensive rebound. Count the basket. And the Timberwolves lead by 16.
You know, it's not often that we see Prince hit the offensive glass, but that time he read the ball well.
Here's Shorty. Driving inside. And the layup's good off the glass. Shorty's got 11 points here in just the second half.
Impeccable mechanics this quarter. He's been perfect from the field.
Timberwolves passing it around. And that one's good. Beverly.
Tremendous focus from the little man, Patrick Beverly, there.
Here's Shorty. It's hauled in by Karl Anthony Towns. Towns has got 5 rebounds tonight. Now here's Beverly. He's tightly guarded. Pokusevski, the pass to Shorty. Down low. To the paint. Here's Favors. Oh, and he parks it off the glass. Wow. Now Beverly. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. Outside, Towns. Here's McLaughlin. Over Hayward. Here's Towns. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
Yeah, I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Shorty. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. And they recover it. Another shot, and that one's good by Favors. Favors has got his first basket of the night.
And how about Favors' control on that shot? Got a good look, so he's able to knock that one down with confidence.
And it's Shorty with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Noel, he's checked in for Patrick Beverly.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Timberwolves.
A few times this season, turnovers have cost him, but they really kept the ball under control.
They were both focused and relentless.
And this will push their record to 39 wins in a good effort tonight.
And after a number of battles over the course of this season series, this victory tonight is going to finish them off with an...
There's 48 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. No good from Shorty. And so Beverly will bring it up for Minnesota. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Favors with the rebound. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. Here's Shorty. The shot, no good. So Minnesota will take it the other way. 20 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And it's Beverly missing. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The basket good off the assist from Hayward.
And, you know, Hayward's floor recognition and composure, really impressive. Knows precisely when to pass over to the open man.
Beverly feeling it out a bit. So it's Minnesota winning this one easy. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. And I think they built off that edge of being here and play with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.